Hey everybody, this is Jordan with JT Stump Grinding. I wanted to go over how to sharpen my rhino teeth. I've got quite a few of these in a pile that I got to start working away. So to save some money, I grind my own teeth when I can. So here, what you're going to see is I'm going to start grinding away at the steel that's right underneath the carbide. And the whole idea behind this is to give some relief for the carbide when I go to start sharpening that. That way, I'm not using my green grinder wheel in the carbide and hitting the steel below it, because it just doesn't like to grind through steel. So yeah, you can see here I'm just kind of working away, trying not to really hit that carbide much at all, and just eat away some of that steel. This might not be the correct way to do this, but it's the way I've been doing it for a while, and it seems to work pretty good. Carbide prices have shot up like crazy, so I don't think these teeth are selling very cheap right now. So if you can sharpen your own teeth, I would recommend it. It saves me a lot of money doing this myself too. One thing I tell people is you can find a lot of good tools used. This ball door grinder, really good brand. I got this used at a garage sale. It's a 7-inch. It's got good power, and those are good sized wheels, those 7 inches. So buy used if you can. You're gonna save yourself a lot of money, and then sharpen your own teeth, man. You're gonna save so much money doing that. I do send my teeth in to get retipped, but it's costly. So I just prefer to grind it as many times as I can before I send them in. And now you can kind of see this tooth, the steel on it on the sides is pretty worn down. So this tooth doesn't have a lot more life to live, I don't think anyways. So if I sent this in to get retipped, there's a good chance they're going to reject it and just toss it. So you might as well just grind it as many times as you can. So coming up here, you're going to see that I'm going to show just the relief on this now. This carbide's got quite a bit more room underneath it. Just a little bit of a shelf there to where I can actually start grinding it with the green grinder wheel now, and it won't start going into that steel. So yeah, here you can see, so I just set them up and I just lightly start working it back and forth on that plate, nice and easy, and just let it start eating on that thing. So yeah, just take your time, let the machine do its job, and just be patient. It takes a while, but it's gonna do good work for you. You're gonna see here in just a second. I'm gonna show this thing. Look at that, it's got a good edge on it now. It's looking a lot better. This is going to be a good tooth to use again, and I should get some more life out of this thing. So that's what it's all about, just saving some money, extending the life of these teeth as long as you can. So one other thing I'd like to tell people about is, this isn't the only way to grind these teeth. This is just my preferred way when I have a lot of carbide to cut back on to get to a sharp edge again. You could also grind just the face of these things, which I do a lot of times. So if I pull a tooth off the grinder and it's not incredibly worn down, I'll just do a little bit of a face grind on it. And I do that right here actually, just as a touch-up, but you can do this a little more intensively and it'll be perfectly sharp again. So here you can see I just do a light run across that face. But yeah, if you do that a handful more times on a slightly dulled out blade, it's gonna be great, and you'll have a good sharp blade again. So yeah, these are just a few of my methods, and I hope this helps. I kind of had to figure a lot of this out on my own when I got into the Rhino wheels, but I really like these teeth. They hold up and rock really well, and I run a lot less teeth on my machines, and I've saved a ton of money by swapping over these wheels in the long run. So I would recommend it to anybody that's in rocky areas, and yeah, good luck to you guys. I hope this video helps you out. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. I probably will be making a few more videos on the sharpening processes that I use, but this is the main go-to way that I use. So good luck out there, guys.